Epoch, we're moving.
What the hell?
Neo!
Neo, we're cut off. You're going to have to make it to the wet wall yourself.
Great.
On his own now.
Alright, welcome back to the MaTriX Part of the Neo commentary with me, Skully the Metalhead. Today we're going to be going through this dilapidated building in a level called Deja Vu. I'm pretty sure there was more of a level title to that, but fuck it, I'm too lazy to remember it. And we got an upgrade. What is this upgrade? It is... Weapon Strip. That's an ability that comes in quite useful if you really need a gun, which is... I don't want to say useless, because, I mean, you can pretty much just power through this game just punching and kicking things, but, yeah, weapons... Again, this is just my personal opinion, but, weapons in the MaTriX Part of the Neo just... They don't really seem to be that significant in my opinion. I mean, granted, this could probably just play into the fact that you are the one, and, you know, guns are just beyond you. But, yeah, I just don't feel as though they're as useful as they were, and... You know, I mean, I guess it kind of says something about Into the MaTriX, but at the very least, the gun combat in that game really did help you a fair bit, even though it was just kind of clunky. But in any case, yeah, basically what's going to be happening throughout this level is that you're going to be making your way through this labyrinth. All the while there are going to be several walls appearing, just case in point actually. Yeah, remember back in part... 1 or 2 I think it was, where I said that the walls, no, hold on. Excuse me, let me start that again. I remember back in part 1 I think it was, yeah it was, how I said that there were glitches intentionally programmed into the MaTriX. Yeah, this is kind of the case in point here, because, I guess to kind of prevent you from just going out and just exploring the world of the MaTriX, they kind of had to wall you in because, you know, CD limitations and all that. But, yeah, kind of makes me wish they had like an open world MaTriX video game in a similar manner to the MaTriX Online, although modern. I mean, granted, I don't really want to see another thing like the MaTriX Online because, well, I don't know. I just kind of have a bias against like always online things. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a loner who's doomed to a life of loneliness. But yeah, I just prefer it to be like single player or something. I guess something along the lines of Saints Row 4 actually, which I'm pretty sure was actually the closest thing that we ever got to like the MaTriX in HD. It just kind of brings me back to another point. The MaTriX really does need more expanded universe material. I mean, like, we got comics, we got an anime, we got 3 video games, which is good enough, but I mean, seriously, the MaTriX is like one of those franchises that you should really take advantage of with this sort of thing, because there's just so much you can do with it. Like, I mean, you have, you know, the previous 6 ones, you've got the older versions of the MaTriX, which you could, you know, delve into a little bit more. I mean, hell, even some side characters you could explore, like Trinity. What the hell is her backstory? Why is she such a piece of cardboard? What's Tank's backstory, man? I mean, seriously, there's so much potential that's just wasted upon Doug Walker saying, oh, the MaTriX sucks because it ripped off some noir film that nobody's ever heard about. Yeah, fuck, man. I mean, it pisses me off how underutilized the MaTriX is in terms of expanded material. I mean, the first movie was loved, the second movie was kind of loved-ish for the action scenes. Revolution's debatable. God damn, that's just gonna be annoying me throughout the rest of this part. But anyway, this is also quite a creepy hallway. Oh, save that for a little bit later. Now, what you just heard there is that I can actually turn back to the creepy thing about this place. A lot of the police officers will have conversations about, well, basically the changes going on around them, which is actually, it's flavor text, but it actually does help to kind of flesh out their scenario, because I mean, if you're a normal human just walking through this place and you see walls just pop up where they shouldn't, you know, granted, you're gonna get a little bit, you know, panicky, go, what the hell, and, you know, honestly, that really does come into play in some conversations. I think it's the next one, actually, which I won't show because that one legitimately does terrify me. Yeah, I can play through Silent Hill and, you know, barely feel a chill. Prime. And yet, a conversation between 2 police officers in a bloody action movie scares the hell out of me. My brain is wired kind of weirdly like that. But in any case, I think what's creepy about it is really how insane they go. And, you know, it kind of plays into the whole, I guess, logical loophole in the sense that, you know something's not supposed to be there, and yet it's there anyway, and I think it's a fear of the unknown is what it is, because it just happens and it's not supposed to. It's like that, it's like OCD, but like amped up to 11, and that's the sort of fear, man, that it's the sort of fear that can only be experienced, you know? I mean, if you're told it, you're just saying, oh, whatever. But if you actually experience it, it's like fucking... Ugh. God damn. How did this turn into a discussion about horror? Whoa, did I just killed that guy and he, like, attacked me. He must be the Ghost Rider, because he's killing from beyond the grave. I apologize if my commentary is lackluster. My brain is just completely frazzled right now. It is egg and brain sandwich. That's probably what I'll name this part, actually. But anyway. In the movie, this place was actually pretty much just glossed over. I mean, Neo just sees a black cat walk past, and Trinity's just all like, oh my god, deja vu, it's a change, and then, you know, you see Mouse get shot, even though he wields like 2 machine guns and just gets killed all badass like. Cypher betrays the group, and, well, shit gets the fan, basically. Yeah, not that you'd really be told all of this from the movie cutscenes, which I'm cutting out because, again, for those of you who really want to know what the movie cutscenes are, it's essentially just, you know, a mishmash of clips from the MaTriX, just sequenced together weirdly. Like, I mean, you'll have one shot of Trinity going agents, and then you'll have a clip from, like, way later on in the movie of them drawing a gun shooting at something, and then you'll have, you know, a shot of Cypher saying, oh boy, and fucking all that. Anyway, the game for whatever reason decides to pull this weird camera angle where it goes all Resident Evil on us. I have no idea why, I don't know. But yeah, it's dynamic and they never use it again for some reason. Yeah, see, after this point it's just gone. Anyway, guns are blazing, you know, if that many bullets were fired into you, you'd probably be dead. Well, obviously, because, you know, gunshot equals death in real life, but logical fallacy, man. I apologize. I suffered indigestion. Queashed. MaTriX. Well, we are in the MaTriX, that makes sense. I'm running out of commentary for this. This is one of the longer parts, so I have to think of something smart and intelligent. Yeah, take that. Peace out, bitch. Oh, this is the conversation I was talking about.
That wall just came in. I don't know. We're hallucinating or something. What?
I'm sorry to cut that conversation short, but honestly, like that complete. I'm sorry, that just terrifies the hell out of me. I mean, again, you could probably tell from there, but again, the guy was panicky as fuck, but he gets, oh man, he just gets worse, you know? Like, if you let that conversation play out in the entirety, he brutally kills his, partner. And, like, honestly, I could picture myself in that situation, and God, I could never handle somebody who would panic that easily. I mean, again, I don't want to act as if I'm some big tough macho man, bro, but, honestly, I honestly don't know how I'd be able to handle that situation if I saw somebody just panicking and, you know, it's just one of those things you don't really think about, but honestly, it's just this sort of thing that really adds the creepiness factor to this game, which, honestly, in terms of tone, actually, which is an interesting point to go on about the MaTriX Path of Neo, it's serious, it can actually do some horror elements quite well, and at the same time, it actually has some fairly weird comedy moments, which I'll point out when we get to, but, honestly, I haven't seen a game that with this much tonal confusion since Metal Gear Solid. And trust me, the last place I expected to see it was in a bloody MaTriX game. But, yeah, we should be nearing the end of this stage. Of course, not that you'd know that because of my stupid direction. But it's around this point where the, SWAT team gets introduced as, like, a regular enemy, which... they're not too big of a challenge. In fact, arguably, I'd say they're easier to deal with here than they were in the, training segment. Whee! I'm doing my Superman thing. Yep. God damn it, I'm running out of commentary. I could talk more about the horror of the Matrix, which, but again, that would require the Matrix to have expanded material, which, again, the only bit of horror-related Matrix thing I think was only ever explored in I think it was only one little, short in the Animatrix, which was about, like, I think it was about, like, some girl who saw, like, a bunch of kids exploiting the Matrix, programming, and then, like, I'm pretty sure either the kids were killed or were taken away after some, creepy guys in gas masks showed up. It's been a while since I watched the Animatrix, and I was actually planning to, take a look at some of them. I don't know. I'm a huge Matrix fan, man. Sue me. Yeah. Sometimes my actions kind of confuse me. I'm a bit of an idiot. See, I'm so much of an idiot I can barely speak. But anyway, we are saved by APOC, a small character in the first movie who... spoiler warning, he dies. Not that you'd really remember him anyway, because his character wasn't really developed, and that was honestly one of my few problems with the first Matrix movie. Like, it had an entire crew of people, but they weren't really developed enough, you know, because, I mean, a lot of them would just, like, stick to the mission, and that was about as much character as, you know, APOC and Switch had. I mean, you had Mouse, who was the tasty wheat guy, and Cypher, who was, you know, the wormy guy, and that was about it, you know. I'll probably get into it in a later part, but, yeah, I still think some of the earlier cast of the first Matrix movie could have used a bit more development, because the only characters you really knew were Neo, Morpheus, Agent Smith, Cypher to an extent, and actually, I'd say Tank as well. I like Tank, he should have came back. But anyway, I'm Skully, keep it new metal, and I'll see you next time in the Matrix, part of the Neo commentary. Bye bye!